What's up YouTube, Silver Dragons here, and in this video I want to talk about silver spot price. What affects it? Why is it always moving up and down? What are the big factors? If we can understand this, we can understand where silver price is headed from here. So let's get into it. Buy your gold and silver online from SD Bullion. New customers get gold or silver at spot by visiting sdbullion.com/new. Thank you so much for watching my video. I do sincerely appreciate it. Here we are looking at the 1 year chart for silver spot price. Now, right off the bat, I want to let you all know that I did a poll just a few days ago asking all of you where you thought silver spot price was headed from here, and the results are really interesting. There were almost 10,000 people who participated in this poll, so thank you all so much for everyone who voted. But the question was simply, which is more likely to happen next? $20 silver or $30 silver. And just for context, when I posted this poll, silver spot price was right around $25 an ounce, so kind of right in the middle. Now, 49% of you thought that $20 silver was more likely to happen next, and 51% of you thought that $30 silver was more likely to happen next. So it was basically split right down the middle. I mean, this is 10,000 people who are interested in silver and gold and precious metals voting on where they think the price is going to go, and you're split. Half of you think it's going to go down, half of you think it's going to go up. So what is going to happen? Where is silver spot price headed from here? Honestly, the truth is, none of us really know where silver spot price is headed. If we did, we would be extremely wealthy. But what we can do is take a look at what's happened in the past and make some assumptions on what we think is going to happen in the future. Now, to be perfectly honest with you, I think that $20 silver certainly is possible this year. I've been saying for a while, usually in the summer months, we see the price of silver fall, and we could see it go as low as $20, certainly. However, I also think that $30 silver is possible this year. Once the Fed starts cutting rates later in the fall, we're probably going to see a big spike in gold and silver prices, and certainly silver could easily hit $30 an ounce. So with that being said, let's talk about what affects silver price. Why is it going to move up or down? Now, I mentioned the Fed cutting rates, and we'll get to that in a second. But first off, what I want to do is we're going to take this chart here. It's the 1 year chart for silver spot price, and we're going to overlay the US dollar. Now, the reason we're overlaying the US dollar is because the dollar is basically the biggest thing that affects silver price. If the dollar is going up, typically silver price is going down. If the dollar is going down, typically silver price is going up. So if we click this button right here, we can see in blue, now we have the chart of the DXY or the USDX. It's the US dollar index, and essentially what it is the dollar's strength measured against a basket of 6 other foreign currencies. By the way, if you wanted to know, the 6 currencies are the euro, the Japanese yen, the Canadian dollar, British pound, Swedish krona, and Swiss franc, and the biggest of which is the euro, making up 57.6% of the basket. So it's kind of like the dollar versus the euro and these other currencies mixed in. But if we get back to the chart here, you'll notice that pretty much whenever the dollar is going down, we see silver going up. Here's an example, here's an example, here's an example, and vice versa. Every time we see the dollar going up, we see silver going down. Like here, here, and here. In fact, if we take the peaks, so right here, this is the highest point for the USDX or the dollar index, we can see it's at 114. Silver is all the way down to $18.39. This is in September of 2022. And then if we look at when the dollar is at a low, which is pretty much right here, we can see it's at 101.4. We have silver all the way up over $26 an ounce. So this is basically the biggest factor when it comes to silver spot price. If we think, where is silver going to go next, you need to also think, where is the dollar going to go next? If we go to investopedia.com, we can read this article, How Moves in the Fed Funds Rate Affect the US Dollar. Now, I want to focus on the key takeaways here. The first one is, when the Federal Reserve increases the federal funds rate, it typically increases interest rates throughout the economy, which tends to make the dollar stronger. So right there, this will make the dollar stronger if the Fed raises rates. And then vice versa, if they lower rates, it's going to make the dollar weaker. Okay, next key takeaway. The higher yields attract investment capital from investors abroad seeking higher returns on bonds and interest rate products. And the last one, increases or decreases in the Fed funds rate have correlated fairly well with moves in the US dollar exchange rate versus other currencies. So there you go. Basically, if the Fed is going to keep raising rates, the dollar is going to keep getting stronger. If they start to lower rates, then the dollar is going to get weaker. And that brings us here to the target rate probabilities for the next Fed meeting, which happens to be on June 14th. Now, if this chart looks familiar, it's because I've been showing it in my videos for the last year. This is one of the biggest things that's going to affect silver spot price because this will affect the strength of the dollar. If they raise rates, dollar gets stronger. Now, currently they're predicting that rates will not go up at the next meeting. 76.4% chance that rates will stay the same from where they are right now. But there's a 23.6% chance right now that they will raise rates once again. If they do another rate hike, this is going to be bad for silver. However, if rates stay the same, this is going to be good for silver because the trend has been to do a rate hike at every single meeting. So if we can understand where the dollar is headed, we will be able to understand where silver is headed as well. And if we look into the future, we could see in July, they're predicting rates will stay the same. In September, rates will start to go down. This is really good for silver. In November, rates go down once again. And then in December, another rate cut. In fact, we can go up into 2024. We can see January 2024, they're predicting rates will go all the way down to 400 to 425. So that's a whole percentage point down from where they are right now. In March of 2024, they think they're going to go down again. We can go up to May. This is a year from now. Rates go down again. So they're predicting that out 1 year from now, rates will keep going down. And every time they lower rates, this is going to be good for silver because, again, the dollar will get weaker and silver price will move up. This is what they're predicting will happen. So will that prediction come true? I don't know. I think probably it's going to come true. I think probably rates are going to start coming down towards the end of the year, and we'll see silver price move up from there. But between now and then, what's going to happen? Could silver price dip pretty low in the meantime? Sure, it is possible. I mean, there obviously are other things that affect silver price beyond just the strength of the dollar. If the mainstream media tells everyone, go out and buy silver, what do you think is going to happen to silver price? It's going to shoot up. But if no one is really talking about silver, then typically what happens is we see the price come down during the summer. I don't know why, but for some reason, people just lose interest in precious metals. I'm actually kind of hoping we see the price go down so I can pick up more silver at a discount because I think that long term, the price is going to go a lot higher than it is right now. But anyway, I hope this video was helpful to someone out there who's trying to understand why does silver price move up and down. Feel free to put your comments down below in the comment section. I want to say a massive thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next one. Silver Dragons out.